no more dungeons.
Yeah.
You're incapable of it, because I remember when I was having issues and I was a healer and happened to be a monk healer at the time, so those are a lot of channeling skills, and if you can't channel,
Yeah,
ugh.
that is not the
No
best.
more internet until morale improves.
No more internet until morale improves?
Yes, I'm pissed.
I can't find any Banshee bells.
All you have to do is follow the road.
Like, I'm just running around where the quest marker is, and there's just nothing.
I have bells everywhere.
Why do the quest markers lie to you?
Well, I'm skirting the southern edge of everything. There's plenty of them. You can actually see them as herbs along the path. So, I got all the ones I needed.
No. Yeah, I'm trying to run around in the area that's marked.
Is it in a building?
It's just a giant blue zone. The bells are plants. Some kind of flower. Oh, there's one.
Where do we hand it in?
I think
User
right
in
back.
your channel timed out.
I think it's right where we were, right? You ever
Oh,
notice? Have you ever
greasing the
noticed that
wheel.
Wander never leaves TeamSpeak? He just times out. Like not even just now, but like all the time. He always like I think he just turns off his computer, and then it's like user and your channel timed out. It's like, Jesus, be nice to TeamSpeak. Just close it. It's okay.
Nah, he needs it open again for when he's ready.
That was Anthony's Cheney impression.
What?
I remember on my 8th grade Washington, D.C. field trip, we happened to see Cheney coming out of the White House.
Did you duck?
No, he was just driven by in a limo.
Oh.
Through the
User
clouds.
entered your channel.
Did all the other cars duck?
User entered your channel
No.
for the last time. Yeah, he hasn't said anything yet. I think he's dead.
Hold on.
Oh wow, he's way
User
worse.
disconnected from your channel.
This is hilarious.
I feel like at some point it must be kind of boring to live in Washington, D.C. because everybody just talks about politics shit.
Do they?
I don't know. I mean, imagine. Some
I feel like you're making it
areas
up.
of Washington, D.C. just have to be really politic heavy, don't they?
I mean, it's a city, so like they have regular services and houses and everything. It's just the location where our capital is.
I have to sell stuff.
Oh
Is
man,
there
are
a
there
merchant
ghetto
or
are there ghetto
anyone?
politicians? That'd be great.
What are these? I can just complete Fiona's Lucky Charm over and over again. What is it? What are these for?
Huh.
What are these infinitely repeatable things? I don't understand.
Daily quests?
No, like it's not even that. I could just keep getting it.
Oh, they're usually items.
What do these do?
Yeah, Death Knights have it too. There's we can keep making potions if we keep collecting skulls. It's like this weird. It's just like a weird continual thing that always exists. Sometimes you'll find those missions.
User entered your channel.
All right, how do I sound?
Dead
Perfect.
inside and on the outside.
Okay, my ping is currently 77.
Hey, that's down a lot.
That's insulting.
Am I supposed to be killing you, or are you supposed to be killing me?
That's the question of eternity.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't
he's
know. I
back.
killed him.
Hey Keith, guess what?
No.
Okay. Good job.
Oh, okay. The,
You win $1 million.
the entire time you've been gone, my latency has not gone above 90 milliseconds. I'm back.
Yay! Are you? Where are you? Oh, you're here too. Okay.
I'm just kind of hanging out.
So what quest are you guys
figured-
on?
Oh,
Look, I
I'm
wanna do another
riding
dungeon.
Fiona's caravan.
Oh. I need to
It
go click.
actually
I need to
starts
go
this
click that
long
caravan.
cutscene where everyone's just talking to each other, and they're talking about being the paladin pals.
Oh,
They're
no.
so cute.
Can I
Are
skip
these
it?
like real life people?
Oh no,
No,
it's not a
no.
cutscene. Shotgun.
Okay.
Hey, no. Why do you sit in front? Oh no. How many characters are in here?
So I'm gonna queue us up for another dungeon. That okay?
Oh hey,
Dang it.
I'm on the back.
Guys.
Oh, I already killed it, so I just need the fang, huh? No, don't attack me. Don't attack me.
Guys,
Just keep
I
walking.
feel like we should wait for us to finish this caravan ride.
Okay, you
So we-
finish your
so we
don't-
caravan ride.
Otherwise, we'll have to start it over.
I'll
and
just stare at this mysteriously large amount of people. There are 6 people here. Why are there 6 people here?
My character's so awkwardly tall that my legs are actually threatening to hit the floor. Because of
Is
how
your
big.
head being clipped off by a lantern?
No. Worgen heads
Really?
Worgen heads go forward.
Yeah.
Like a Worgen's head is at the same level as its shoulders. A little awkward. I don't know how they lay down. If they lay on their back, do they have to like lean their head back and they're like laying on top of the top of their head, like a dog?
Well, yeah, they're wolves.
Whoa.
So they
That's
lay
that
on their
cool
sides.
gold dragon that you can buy on the store. Well, in the store.
Yep.
Neat.
Oh,
Look
so you
at
guys
'em.
are here now.
So pretty.
I'm still riding the caravan.
Oh, yeah. No, the aspect of whatever looks amazing.
And now they talked about Paladin Pals, I guess I'm catching up with Shell from earlier.
Yes. Yeah, Heart of the Aspects. $25 though for something like that.
All of the
That's-
mounts are pretty much $25.
Oh, except for the Warforged Nightmare, which is 30.
They've certainly tried to make the story more involving in this game.
Kind of looks like a Zoid. Yeah, no, a lot of the area zones that actually like have quests, lore, and
Like-
story and stuff.
Yeah, I liked
Cohesive
it when we were
too.
riding around with Sylvanas and she was explaining this current situation of the Forsaken with us.
Yeah, the undead actually have the best story, like the most cohesive story, because it spans areas.
Is
Do
it
you
is it
follow
bad that playing an
Sylvanas
MMO makes
around
me just
doing
want to go
stuff?
play Inquisitor? I mean
What is that?
Inquisition. I mean sorry. I mean does it is
Dragon
it bad
Age
to, like
Inquisition?
yeah, like playing an MMO just makes me want to go back to playing Inquisition in the hinterlands.
Well, that's because
Yeah, it does.
Inquisition is
It's more
really
personalized
good.
and involved.
It's a really good MMO that's single player.
yeah. That disappoints me. Like you could totally have had just a 4-player co-op option where just you have
Well,
4 people.
That's why I
3
want to
of
play
which-
Tor.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. It's close though.
I know,
Yeah.
but when you have conversations, I remember your character would actually.
Oh yeah,
Contribute.
no, definitely.
I like
was-
that I'm
it's
gradually
just-
making actual differences to the world in Inquisition.
Yeah.
Like have you done like
I'm not
have you
there
done
yet.
any of the farm stuff?
What, the horse guy?
Yeah. Like there's a
Yeah.
whole sequence of quests to try to get him to help you. So you're like going and talking to various members of his family so that you can figure out what they need and stuff. And one of them is like you're like going around and you're building like watchtowers for the entire area. And by the end of
Yeah,
that
I'm
quest
on
chain,
that
you
one.
actually have them. Like they're actual objects
So-
you've added to the environment.
I ran into an issue where I was trying to get up to that last camp to unlock it.
Is Gordok Commons not
and-
the one we just did?
No, that was
Oh,
Capital
gee-
Gardens.
Oh Jesus, 16 bosses?
Yeah.
What? I don't
Unless
even...
it is. Is it? No. It's not. This is different. Gordok Commons is ogres.
Is it? Does it
Well,
really
you
have?
Druid
fine.
of the Talon.
Does it really have 16 bosses?
Possibly.
Jesus.
No. I see 7.
Oh, that was a mistake. Well, this is happening. Yeah, evasion.
But I can actually tank now.
Just getting things started is what I'm doing. That wasn't an accident or anything.
The Warlock's pet has taunt. Great.
Why would he bring that with him? Okay, he changed. He changed.
Okay.
He went to imp.
He
That-
is not super...
Yeah, that was
Super
that was
dumb.
his PVE pet.
Yeah,
Pres-
yeah, I mean, it
presumably.
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
that's
you're dragged immediately into a dungeon. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, I need to change to my pet that isn't stupid for this.
This is why I specifically level in bear mode, because I
Getting
know...
polymorph so much.
Oh wait, no. You switching between human form and wolf form probably doesn't undo polymorph.
No, I don't think you can either.
Because I know you can do that as a druid, and it'll
Yeah.
get rid of polymorph.
I don't think you can become.
Brodar.
I don't think you can become human in combat.
Yeah. Yeah, it automatically kicks you
Oh
out.
yeah, it's definitely Blade Flurry time. Okay. Let's do some motherfucking AoE.
Yeah.
I like that this is... I guess this must be how they decided to balance the fact that that all the different classes were getting crazier and crazier attack abilities, and rogues still just like... all their abilities were ultimately just, I stabbed the dude. So combat rogues got an ability that lets them attack like 5 guys that are near them simultaneously.
Ain't
Like,
nothing
that's
wrong
nuts. Yeah, like mathematically, it's certainly a benefit because the damage penalty is only 40%.
For druids, they just made it so there's a new thing. Instead of swipe, it's thrash, and it just hits everyone. It's
Yeah.
the laziest tanking ever, and I love it.
Yeah, I toggle into a mode that makes every single attack, including auto attack, hit everyone nearby, which is pretty nuts.
I'm a little disappointed that you can't actually have like some kind of weird rogue tank or something, because
Yeah.
they could have totally swung it and been absolutely fine.
Rogues are like the
I
one
like
class
it.
that hasn't got any more utility over time.
I like how
Yeah.
they handled the classes in WildStar, that everything had a DPS spec, but then everything had either a tank or a healing spec. And the rogues in that could tank.
Yeah. I really think hybrid classes are the best way to have people be invested in a single character in MMOs.
Yeah.
I just like it when a game
most of-
changes how RPG mechanics work.
Yeah.
Like, that's been interesting in Inquisition. There's no healer.
It's true. That confuses me.
You literally can't have a healer in Inquisition. It has the Dark Souls potion system, basically.
Yeah. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, speaking of, have you, you're playing, what class are you playing as?
I made a two-handed warrior, Kunari.
Okay, so you're doing the same thing as me.
Are you also
wow,
Kunari?
exact same thing as me, yeah.
Well, my character looks better.
Twinsies. No.
I don't know what your
Mine
character looks
has a
like, but
silver
mine's
beard.
better.
I'm drunk. Mine has a silver beard because I've got the graphics settings so low that all hair is rendered in chrome.
I've got like a handlebar mustache and then the rest of it's sort of like fuzz. Like not a full beard, but like a shadow over the rest of the bottom of my face.
I went with full beard.
I've got
I wish the horn options
British
had been
voice. I'm
little
like
bit
a very
more-
sophisticated Kunari.
Yeah, I think I've got the same. Okay, that's.
I posted
bosses
it. I
and-
posted
Yeah,
it to
I mean-
a show your character thread on the subreddit, and
I'm still
and
quite drunk.
Little Miss Jessa channel said that it was like a strikingly beautiful man.
Cute.
Do you remember? Do you know who Jessa is?
I know who Jess
She shows
is.
up a lot on the subreddit for Let's Play, or at least she used to.
She used to.
It's
Less
the molten
recently.
corgi.
Yep.
This is the first time I've seen one. I've heard its reputation.
They're adorable.
They really are.
You have one in
Yeah.
your mailbox, by the way.
Yeah, I haven't been to a mailbox though since we made this character.
Fair enough.
Like, we literally went to the mailbox in Darnassus the first time we got to one. I never went to one again. I haven't been to a capital city a single time.
We stopped by Stormwind.
Well, yeah, that was from Darnassus. That was the same sequence.
True.
I've been
didn't
literally-
we have to go
I've-
through Stormwind to get up
Nope.
here? No, we didn't, because we teleported. I just went back to Stormwind because I wanted to level my skills.
'Cause we flew there from. I've been wanting to level my skills too. I just haven't been. I've been logging off the moment we stop recording, and then logging on when we're ready to record again, and that's it. I've never logged on
Yeah.
independently a single time.
I'm actually kind of happy about that because it means I've been able to enjoy World of Warcraft without. Is this guy supposed to like? Oh, here it is. Here it is.
My inventory is packed with various types of cloth because I haven't gone to level up my first aid, so I could actually use any of it.
Or you can just send it all to melons.
No, I don't care about your melons.
But anyway, before we get too far away from Dragon Age Inquisition, the charge ability. Do you have it?
Bull Rush.
Yeah.
I just got it on my main character, but I already gave it to most of my tanks because every time I have a tank character, I immediately tell it to buy. I immediately purchase every single skill that says it generates guard.
Okay. I've just been using Bull Rush left and right because that is the best use of a charge ability I have ever seen.
If you're on nightmare mode, you want every ounce of guard and barrier you can ever get.
I am not playing on a high
Because
difficulty.
you're
I am
taking
a
damage
casual.
faster than normal, but they don't give you any more healing. You still have those same
Yeah.
8 potions.
Eh,
I currently
there are
have,
other
I
games I
currently
would
have
rather
2
play for a
mages.
challenge.
I currently have 2 mages that both have barrier. There's a lot of
Go
barrier
figure.
happening. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet, but apparently I heard on the subreddit that apparently rogues can learn to resurrect people.
Interesting. I think they get like some kind of weird alchemy system, don't they?
I don't know. 'Cause I haven't
Okay.
I haven't unlocked any subclasses yet.
Oh, there are subclasses.
Because I've seen confirmation that, for example, Templar is still a class like it was in Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, that's cool.
So like those weird extra specialized classes that you unlocked in those games are still in this one. I just don't know how to get them yet.
Okay.
Because every
See,
class I have
I've-
it still has the same 4 trees for their class.
I only ever played a little bit of Origins. I played the Dwarven starting area and then the Wizard Tower and then lost interest.
Well, like a good example was that in Origins, Alistair starts out as a Templar. I mean,
Right.
and that's not a class you can just pick as a warrior. It's a it's a specialization you have to get into.
That's a good point.
My character
remember
on
these
Origins
things.
is actually an arcane warrior. He started out as a mage, but I found this crystal that had like a sentience in it, and it was tortured and trapped, and I let it go, but it used to be an arcane warrior, I guess, and it taught me how to be one as a result. And so what happens is my character in Origins can use his magic stat as strength.
Nice.
So he's wearing full. It's a mage, using a great sword and wearing full blood dragon plate armor. He's a better. He's
Nice.
He's both the highest damage dealer melee character and the best tank in my entire party at this point. And because he's a mage, so what I do now is because I'm using. I have super high armor, so that means I have crazy fatigue. So it's actually like casting spells is super expensive now and hard to do. So instead, I just use a fuck ton of those sustain spells you can activate, where you just activate them and they like reserve a chunk of your mana away while they're active. I have like 5 of those at once.
I love those.
So it's like your weapon is always on fire, and this everyone around you is always slow, and you always have a bubble around you for extra defense and all these different things. So I'm just like the most absurd melee character ever.
I loved that in the original Guild Wars 1, they had a number of those, and it was very fun as like a warrior character to throw a mending for like 3 fast heal or whatever. And that was always entertaining.
Because
but
you can take any
ultimately
2
worthless.
classes and overlap with them.
Yeah, honestly, that game did it poorly, but it did a number of things right way earlier than any other game. It's just they didn't really learn from it.
I liked being a Mesmer spiritualist because I could basically just troll people in PvP. Because all that Mesmers do, if you put them the right way, is all their abilities are about just making people hurt themselves whenever they try to attack you. So I was interrupting everyone's attacks, and every time they got an attack off, it was just reflecting damage, or they were hurting themselves and stuff like that. And then when I finally would get killed, I had the spiritual ashes. I had ashes from the spiritualist, where when I died, I would drop the ashes, and it would do an AoE resurrection where I died.
Well, I think we
It
should...
was absolute torture for people.
The healer wants to hurry things up because they're hungry.
People, it's one of the only times I've ever played an MMO and and in PvP had people say mean things to me because normally I suck. Normally I suck and no one cares that I'm there because they just obliterate me. But they were mad at me all the time because I had such a fucked up build.
That was one of those though where PvP truly involved a large amount of creativity and tactics as opposed to just knowing the like proper, I don't know, way of ganking somebody, if that makes sense. Like, I did not like Arena in this game because rogues were just so popular because it's like, oh yeah, just stealth.
It is really fun being invisible.
It sucks.
'Cause everyone's like, no one knows where you're gonna come from. Although being a rogue, having experience with it, there are elements of it that only feel overpowered because you're not the one controlling the character. But then once you see what it's like to be a rogue, you're like, oh, cool. Everyone has counters for you. Like
it's true.
Almost every class can just completely nullify all of your capabilities of playing the game. And the moment you're out of stealth, you're like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna not. I guess this is the end for me.
I just remember doing a half-hour arena duel and winning because I was up against 2 rogues that would do nothing. But, you didn't run away.
I had a 5v5 rogue group.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Because we would just hide for the first 5 minutes of the round, and people would keep running, trying to find us. They'd get impatient and spread out, and then we'd just like, oh look, it's their healer, and just immediately like 5-on-1 that person, and then vanish.
Yeah, they tried that with twos, but it's not as successful because
No,
the healer
'cause you-
can kind of heal through it.
Because you don't have a stupid enough number of rogues.
Yeah, I was also a druid with a bunch of instant cast heal over time.
It was
So-
it was of course a gimmick build too. Like you couldn't get away with actually winning in the long term with that kind of gimmick.
Yeah.
Because good teams would never make mistakes, and you'd be screwed.
Yeah.
But it was really funny. Kind of like
It's
going
just-
into like Hearthstone and having just bullshit decks that are just funny and surprise people, but ultimately you're not going to win like tournaments with it.
Yeah. It's just as somebody that likes PvP to be quick and snappy, stuff like that pisses me off. Because if I'm going to like get my ass kicked, I'd like it to be fast.
Yeah, I just don't like RPG PvP
Yeah.
across the board. Because oftentimes there's an inequality to it that makes it immediately bullshit, because you just have someone could just have better gear, which I think is dumb. But on top of that, there's just too many abilities in RPGs.
It's true. I
Like-
never... I don't know. It varies. I always hated running across warlocks specifically in battlegrounds in this game, because it's not that they could kill you necessarily, it's that they just make it not worth your trouble trying to kill them alone.
It was always frustrating playing as a rogue and running into people who just spam, oh wow, that's actually a really good belt that I'm too low level for. It's the first
Yeah.
time it's the
Yeah,
first
I know. So I'm low level for everything too.
it's the first time in a long time something's dropped that I couldn't use. Oh wow, it's good, everything's level 46. This instance is actually higher level than me.
That's cool.
I didn't
Hey,
I didn't
that
notice.
probably nets you a fair amount of extra experience, though.
Probably. Ow. No, oh god, no, no. I'll
You
vanish.
okay? Oh, hey.
Oh yes.
Oh god, they
Oh,
pulled.
yeah.
They pulled.
Yeah, it's okay, I got it.
So they have fear, just so you know.
I noticed. They feared me earlier.
They feared me
But there was
directly
only
into the
one.
nearby group.
I was watching that.
Where?
Someone cast Fear Ward. Is that a thing in
I
this game?
noticed they're fearing you and not me, which I appreciate.
They probably fear second aggro.
That makes a lot of sense.
A lot of characters are designed that way in WoW, I think.
Makes sense.
They crowd
'Cause
control
if you
second
fear the
aggro.
tank-
I've been polyed so many times.
Oh, in this specific dungeon?
Yes.
That I,
think-
haven't noticed as much.
I think all forms of crowd control are targeting second aggro. That's often a thing in raids, is that it's really important that you absolutely never pass the tank and DPS in aggro for even a second in those games.
Oh yeah.
In the raids,
Oh, yeah.
because the exact moment you pass them, they poly the tank or something. Because
was-
they would crowd control the second target, and if you made the tank the second target, then he would it was just instant wipe.
That was something I know my friends, when I was raiding, had a huge beef with Death Knights, because Death Knights, for whatever reason, never had aggro issues, because they were the new class. But my friend who was the rogue, who did do more DPS than me, he had to control his DPS so much that it just wasn't worth it.
I used to be top DPS in a tier 6 raiding guild. That was fun. Although,
But I was-
do they even count them in tiers anymore? Have people still been counting up by 1 all this time? Because I don't know what the number would be like 17?
It's like tier 13 now.
So they're still keeping track?
No, it's higher than that, actually. It's like 16,
Aw,
17.
it's two-handed. Fuck. That looked like such a one-handed thumbnail.
I get to be greedy.
That's a bummer.
We're supposed to find something called an ogre tannin. Do we care? I
Damn it.
don't care about the side quest.
Oh, I won.
Hey,
What?
this-
Gross! I won the terrible helm.
Oh, hey.
Oh, there's things being opened.
Talk to Mizzle.
Jump in!
Nope.
Who's Mizzle?
Oh, that's the, is that the
are you talking
Gordok
about?
ogre suit? You're asking about, Shell?
Here we go.
Did we win the whole thing?
Yeah, I think...
We're supposed
I
to
mean, there's,
defeat
like-
Show Rush. How do we defeat Show Rush? Oh, people are leaving. But yeah, on the
Were we
topic of
supposed to talk with someone
PvP,
before
like-
defeating Joe
Okay,
Rush?
so what we were supposed to do is kill Chorush the Observer first, but by killing King
Oh.
Gordok immediately,
He just gives
You
up.
can't complete it.
yeah, then he gives up. But it's okay, we still
Yeah.
get the quest, we just don't get the bonus objectives.
Okay.
But who
Well.
cares?
I guess we suck at video games.
I mean,
So, do you just go back to the beginning?
teleport in and out, yep.
The Gordok ogre suit.
Yeah, there's an ogre suit, too.
Bring an ogre tannin to not Thimblejack.
Ooh.
Let's go get the ogre
I-
tannin.
Okay.
Did you guys? Oh, you guys left.
I
Oh,
teleported
no,
out.
I'm coming back to the
It's-
dungeon.
I mean, we can do it if you really want to. It's not that big of a reward. I'd rather just pop on to the next dungeon before we run out of time.
I guess I was just figuring that's like a level 46 quest.
It would probably be better if we just did the next dungeon.
Okay. Oh,
I don't,
teleporting out and
I
back
need
in.
to really clean out my inventory, you know.
Okay, there's a shop right
Just
here.
drop everything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, honestly.
What? No. Why would you just drop everything? This is the worst choice.
Ooh, an actual
Oh, wow.
upgrade. Neato. These wristbands look great.
Yeah, there's a shop right in here.
Those are ooh.
General goods. I'm talking to him, Shell. This guy. Yep.
Cloth. Disappointment. Oh no, they made these bracers
Well-
out of disappointment.
All of the junk.